T-Rag got me.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Off the play fake, Rosenthal. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Hamlin. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And some room to work. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Here's another carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake. Hamlin. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Hamlin. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To throw on second down, Hamlin. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Hamlin. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Hamlin. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended run, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Carry now for Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, Rosenthal. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, Rosenthal. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 20. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A first down carry by Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Moore, the man in motion. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hamlet. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
To throw on 3rd down. Hamlet. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on second down, Rosenthal. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Moore, the man in motion. From the gun on third down, Rosenthal. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again. Hamlet. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard. 32 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Rosenthal. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Elliott is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action here on first down. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off play action. Hamlin. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Harris will score. Touchdown, New York. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Moore, the man in motion. On 4th down, Rosenthal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Nifty move. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. Brought down at the 20.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Hamlin steps away. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Gets this to Moore. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Moore, the man in motion. He'll look to throw. He's got Elliott. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a 1st down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get into the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.